There can be only one podcast, and may it be the Prince of the Universe. Hi, folks, I'm Matt, and I am by myself. That's right. We have no AC. Again, AC out. You spend $4,000, you think they'd fix it. But you got to spend $2,300 more if you want that second unit fixed. Yep, they said my second unit broke down. Now, how they didn't see that a month out, it broke like a month later, or 3 weeks, actually. Exactly 3 weeks later, after them working on it. By the way, one of my rooms still doesn't cool down. In the evenings, the dining room is hot. It is hot. It'll be cold throughout the house, but it'll be hot in that dining room. Now I have to get a fan. And you know what they said when I brought them by? They said, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Really? Because it worked fine before you guys, quote unquote, fixed my AC. So why am I still going with them? Well, I get a couple $100 discount with them for having their, I don't know, whatever service guarantee thing, which equals out to the next competitor. I kind of got another quote, and it's about even. I should have just gone with the other group now, because, as of this video, they haven't for sure set down on a date, and I'm hoping they do. They told me they'd call me last Monday, and that didn't happen. So these people are just awful. Awful. And I am getting a cheaper rate, I think by about $300 maybe. But the thing is, though, it's not worth it. I should be going with someone else. Now that I'm saying this, I kind of regret it. But here I am, without AC again. This time, it's really hitting hard. It is hot here, folks. It's been like 100, 101. Woo! It is 80, 85 degrees right now. Boy, as we've started, where am I? A minute and a half, I'm already sweating. Now, there's no way. Wes wanted to come over and do a podcast. He kept wondering if the AC would be fixed. He believed in speedy service, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And he would just sit here and complain the whole time. I don't blame him, because it's freaking hot. So, and Bruce is not coming up here. Dude's lost a lot of weight, though. If anyone's seen pictures of Bruce, he's actually doing pretty good on his weight there. But yeah, even he wouldn't like to be up here. It's hot. So maybe I'll have them both in. We were going to do a review on The Flash. Unfortunately, there's one holdout who hasn't yet seen it. That's me. Boy, do I hate those DC movies. I hate them. The only reason I was going to go see it because my wife wanted to go see it because Michael Keaton was in it. But now she is totally, I guess because the public doesn't watch it, she doesn't want to watch it. And I'm kind of wondering, because we were supposed to go see the new Indiana Jones film, but she's waffling on that too. Because any film that doesn't do well in theaters, I don't know, she would be embarrassed to show up to. I don't know. But I mean, she cooled on The Flash when she heard everyone dogging on it. So she has zero interest in it. And I think she's at superhero movies completely now. I haven't asked her about Secret Invasion. I don't even want to see it, but I'll watch it, I guess, when it's done, and then Bruce and I can do a review on it. I don't care, is my initial analysis toward everything now. And that may be the problem toward The Flash. I want to go ahead and say, this is what's wrong with The Flash. But you know what? I never saw The Flash, so I can't say that. Yes, I'll watch it. Can I figure out what's wrong with it? Probably. Or what I think is wrong with it, definitely, right? But I think I have an idea of why it was underperforming in the box office, because I've heard from Wes and Bruce that was fine. I knew I wouldn't like it from the beginning. You know, I didn't want to see it from the beginning. I think it's going to be a headache, like all those DC films are. But I'm willing to watch it with an open mind, right? So we'll see what happens with it. But either way, this gives me another week to watch The Flash. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to actually wait for it to come out in streaming and then watch it. So our Flash review will be delayed until I get it on streaming. Let me see. What else were we going to talk about? Bruce and I were going to... Indiana Jones we'll eventually talk about. I don't know. Like I said, my wife wanted to go see it, and then she kind of cooled off of it. I don't know. I just recently finished the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. I wanted to watch them again. I've only seen them... Well, I saw them when they came out. Then I watched them all when they came out on DVD, because I used to have them on DVD. I don't know if I still do, but I caught them streaming just now. And after that, I watched Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom, fun one. That Temple of Doom is fun. It gets a lot of hate, but to be honest, it's decent. No, it's not a Last Crusade. It's not Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it's still, I've always thought it was good. Weaker of the three, yes, but definitely better than Kingdom Skull, and probably the new one. Definitely the new one. I'll just go ahead and say it. Definitely the new one. So now it's becoming a middle-of-the-road Indiana Jones film instead of the worst. But Temple of Doom, Young Indiana Jones Chronicles ties into Temple of Doom. If anyone doesn't know this, it's a slick little reference. There's in one or two episodes, I think it's one episode of Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, they're hunting after something called the Eye of the Peacock. It's this big giant diamond, and they show a glass version of it in the Young Indiana Jones. Well, in Temple of Doom, the diamond that he's going after is the Eye of the Peacock, or at least it's the same cut diamond, same look of the diamond from the Temple of Doom movie, and it's obvious, Young Indiana Jones, they probably knew about that and said, hey, let's make a connection. I don't even remember there being a connection from Young Indiana Jones to the movies, except for, his dad always reading his book about the Holy Grail. That was kind of set up and established because Last Crusade had already come out after this series had come out. But besides that, there hadn't been anything. And the guy that played Indy's father in the TV show did actually a pretty good job. And in fact, he kind of reminds me of a young Sean Connery in a way. So he did pretty good. But the Eye of the Peacock, I had no idea that was in Temple of Doom, and got a big laugh at it. I'm so glad, because my wife wanted to watch the movies first and then watch Young Indiana Jones Chronicles last. But I said, well, let's go ahead and just start it. And it's a chore. I'll be honest. Don't watch through the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. The only good stuff is probably the stuff about World War I. George Lucas wanted to make some World War I flicks, and they're not bad. They're not bad. When he's in the war, that's actually good. When he leaves the war, which is only like a few episodes after that, it's kind of boring. And, all the stuff with the kids, or when he was a kid, like 9 or 10, the adventures when he was 9 or 10, there weren't that many of those. I thought half the series was those, but only like 9 episodes were him as a boy. Those are terrible, except for maybe one episode was kind of funny. Him and his dad go on some misadventure, which I thought was pretty funny. But other than that, the show's not very good. There's some highlights here and there. Harrison Ford comes back as Indiana Jones from 1950. I dated it. I think the fourth movie comes out in 57. So 7 years later, Indy aged a lot. Obviously, it was the early 90s when they filmed that episode. And they try to put some gray in. Indiana Jones has a beard and he has a little gray in it. But it's still young Harrison Ford, not old Indy, as they filmed the movie like 15 years later, double the amount of time. So chronologically wise, if you watch that misadventure from 1950 and then watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in 1950 that takes place in 1957, he aged a whole lot. Time was not kind to him over the past 7 years. But anyway, Young Indiana Jones, like I said, the ups were the World War I episodes, but the downs was basically the entire series. Sean Patrick Flannery did a good job as Indiana Jones, and that was fine too, but meh. But I am glad I watched it, because then I knew that I found out about that connection from Temple of Doom, which if I watched Temple of Doom, I don't know if I'd have made the connection. I don't know. I would have been bored watching Young Indiana Jones. So, now we're going to watch the last two movies. Heck, by the time this comes out, we've probably already watched the last two movies, and maybe we've watched the new one. I don't know, because I'm filming this a little early, because I have no trust the AC will be fixed in time. Boy, it is hot. Hot. Anyway, all right, so or warm, I should say. Incredibly warm, like in a sauna. All right. What else do I want to say? Oh, so got some cleaning done. Lots of cleaning done. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm getting to the main point of our topic here. The title of the topic was like, Matt, when are you going to talk about the culture war? I'm talking about it in a minute. I got to do some filler, because if it's just me, man, I can't go for 30 minutes anymore. That's why we need host. Anyway, let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So cleaning. Got a lot of cleaning done. Got me for my birthday, since no one buys me a present. That's okay. Not complaining. That's just the way it is. When you get older, I'm fine with that. I buy myself a present. A few years back, it was a vacuum, a nice new vacuum, because I'm an old person. And now it's I got a washer, a shampoo, carpet cleaner, whatever, vacuum. And I've always wanted one. The girls and my wife spill stuff on the floor all the time. In fact, my wife saw my little girl pour 7-Up on the carpet and said, don't do that. And then didn't proceed to get up and get a towel or anything and wipe it off the floor. Just was going to let the 7-Up just sit there in the carpet. And I looked at it, because I had both babies. I'm like, you're not going to do anything. So I had to put both babies down to get to it, because she was like, don't spill 7. I guess in her household, it was okay to spill cola on the carpet and just not clean it up. I swear. This is why we have so many stains on there. So, and they're not big stains, but they're droplets here and there. The girls drop and drink, and probably my wife too. And the carpet cleaner got a lot of it. Woo, that was a dirty carpet though. Nice muddy water. I feel a lot better. I just got the downstairs, but I'm gonna get the upstairs too. Because man, it smells really good now too. It's awesome. Some of the deep stains are a little bit still there, but I didn't read the instructions. The instructions say I should have gotten the carpet cleaner fluid and scrubbed those spaces before washing and rinsing. Because the tougher stains you need to scrub in, and that makes sense. And so next time I'll do it. Because I thought, well, maybe I didn't have it up all the way on power. Why is it not picking up these stains? And then I read the instructions. Should have read the instructions first, figure out what was going on. But yeah, love it. Love a cleaner house. A cleaner house. It's hard to clean by yourself. But I'm the only one that has to do it. So I have to do it when the babies go to bed. It's hard to run vacuum cleaners when I'm trying to make them go to sleep. So trying to get everything done. I did have some time off where they went to daycare, and I got a lot cleaned. And then the girl, I feel like a doozer from Fraggle Rock because the girls just go around just making messes everywhere, and I'm just constantly cleaning up because my wife is fine leaving trash on the floor. I've seen her walk by the same piece of trash over and over again. Same stains, same spills. Ugh. So, yeah, I just, it bothers me. It bothers me. But, if I can't clean the kitchen until they're all gone because they'll run through there and get muddy. I feel like an old grandpa, but they'll get their muddy feet all through I remember cleaning one time with the girls in the room. Then they walked into the kitchen and there's mud, or dirt. You have dirt on your feet. I have dirt on my feet sometimes, so I have to clean my feet. I literally clean my feet before cleaning the kitchen because sometimes I will get dirty footprints on there because you pick up as you're walking around barefoot, you're gonna pick up grime, and there's this dirty footsteps everywhere. I was like, oh, I just cleaned. Anyway, boy, this is really exciting, right? Talking about my cleaning, but I like a clean house. I just can't do it anymore because it's just me. But when the girls get older, I'll maybe get them to clean. Someone's got to clean. Whew, if I didn't have a job, I could clean all day. That'd be fun. I kid. It wouldn't be too much fun. It'd be a little bit fun. It's always nice when you got a good clean. I cleaned the doors. No one thinks about cleaning their doorknobs. No one. I don't blame them. You don't. But you know what? A lot of hands grab those doorknobs. So I clean them. So people don't understand that when they grab my doorknob, that doorknob's been cleaned in the past week or two. I don't clean them every week, and maybe every other week I clean them. But every once in a while, I'll do like a little bleach clean on the door because, as we're kicking and pushing, the little grimy, your white doors get gray around the handles and, up in front where people are pushing it in. So I clean that. Actually, I got a magic, one of those magic eraser sponges, and I did it with that one. So they're nice and clean. I only do that once every 2 months, though, or 3 months even. Anyway, there's my cleaning techniques. Not that this is kind of getting boring now. See, this is why we need co-hosts. Anyway, all right, so let's get to the topic. We're not even at the halfway point, but I'm going to go into the topic of the culture war. The culture war. A lot of channels on YouTube, a lot of people talk about the culture war and how we should fight against the culture war. And Hollywood's attacking family values, which is really Christian values, but family values. And how do you feel about it, Okay. All right, I'll throw my 2 cents in. First off, I have a lot of good friends that do that. They have channels that fight the culture war. They're fighting the counterculture or whatever, and that's fine. You know what? You believe something's wrong, something needs to be changed, go for it. Make the change. Stop. What's his name? Professor Geekman. I love that dude. I haven't talked to him in a couple of months. I've invited him on the channel several times, but he's planning for a wedding, and he doesn't want to come on. But I really want to have him on because he is going hardcore now against the culture war, which is fine. But, something's lit a fire under his butt lately because he's really attacking people. He's like, one of his messages on YouTube was, if you saw The Flash, I don't care what you thought about it. The fact that you saw it tells me all I need to know about you. And I was thinking, ooh, that's a little harsh. I have friends who go see The Flash. I don't think anything's wrong with them. Do I want to see The Flash? Absolutely not. if honestly for me, if I didn't want to use it, because I know Bruce and Wes want to talk about it, and I'm fine with that. So I'll watch it because of that. Oh, Matt, you secretly want to watch it. You don't know me. You don't know me. I'll watch it just for the podcast. It'll take me, I promise you, if it comes on streaming, it'll take me at least 3 days. Because I watch it in half an hour segments, maybe 4 days, I don't know. It'll take me a while to watch it, but I'll eventually watch it. I don't have to consume all media. I don't feel I'm missing out on it. Don't give them your money, Matt. Don't give Disney your money. Okay, I hate Disney too. I hate Disney for several reasons. Okay? Several reasons. I think Disney is a hot mess. I think the way they treated their customers or their custom base is just incredibly dense and just in poor taste. And they're in self-destruct mode. And you know what? Let them burn. They're so big. They're so big right now. They think they can do anything and control everything. Let them burn. If you love Disney, that's fine. I don't hate you. My wife loves Disney. Get out of here. She wants to go to Disney World. Eventually, when someone gets money around this house, we'll go to Disney World. You know, I'm sure we will. I can live the rest of my life without going to Disney World again. I can. Not that I would say no to Disney World. I'd be fine going to Disney World. But, yeah, I could go the rest of my life without going to Disney World. I just don't care. I just don't care. Obviously, I don't care about Star Wars. That fandom has left me a long time ago. Everyone talking about Kathleen Kennedy getting let go, getting fired. She needs to get fired. Okay, when she does, I promise you, everyone's going to complain about who comes in charge. Everyone's going to complain because they're not going to replace her with someone better. I'm just going to, spoiler alert, she's not going to be replaced with someone better. In fact, they need to clean house throughout all of Lucasfilm, if you ask me. But they're not. They're not. It's going to be the same old, same old. People are going to rejoice when Kathleen Kennedy finally steps down, and then they're going to hate on whoever's next. It's just the way things go. You know, people lauded Bob Iger when he came back. I even was kind of, you know, interested to see what he would do because I felt he was pretty fair down the road. But he turned out not to be fair. He's doubling down on all the mistakes Disney has made. They've really lost control of the ship at this point, and I don't know. I mean, eventually they'll come back. You can't kill off the mouse, but how many lessons is it going to take? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, I'm glad they're losing money. If you're not making people happy, you should start losing money. People should stop saying enough is enough. Yeah, if you want better movies, then don't go see the movies. If you want better movies, okay? At this point, I don't know if I want movies. I watch more TV shows and YouTube than I do movies. Okay, I want good movies. I want certain movies. I don't want all movies. I could go without a few. I love superhero movies, but it doesn't seem like they'll ever get it right, ever, in DC. And maybe I'll give James Gunn a shot, maybe, and see what he does. I'm not a Superman fan, but I'll see anyway. But I'm not going to hate on someone just because they went to a Disney feature or a DC film. You know, oh, if you saw The Flash, that's all I need to know about you. That's pretty strong words by Professor Geek. Now, and by the way, if you don't know him, he's a really nice guy, really level-headed guy. But man, he's really angry on those people supporting these. I get what he's saying. It's like, stop supporting these movies and they'll stop making them. Well, guess what? People are stopped. They're fed up because the story sucks. The story sucks. I don't think that's the problem with Flash. Maybe the story doesn't suck. Maybe it's paper thin. I don't know. I think there's obviously an issue with their lead actor. And it's not just me. A lot of people have said they won't go see it because they think Ezra Miller's a little freak and he's been in a lot of legal trouble lately. He looks kind of bad. It's a bad image for DC. They know that. That's why he wasn't there promoting the film. When your star's not on the road promoting your film, everyone kind of knows the elephant in the room. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So what do you think? Well, it's how you feel. Here's how I feel. If you want to go see it, just like I am with Star Wars, you want to go see the new Star Wars and you enjoy it, you love it, I'm fine with that. That's fine. Is it garbage? Probably. I think so, but I haven't seen it. So I really don't have a say. A lot of people didn't like it, though. A lot of people don't like the new books. Okay, then stop buying them. Stop reading them. You know, stop. Just stop. Go do something else with your time. That's how I feel. Oh, I hate the new TV show coming out. Oh, whatever the TV show's coming out. The new Ahsoka. Okay, then don't watch it. Well, I have to give her a bad report on it. Well, I think you're wasting your time. I honestly do. Raging Rhino. I love that dude. I love that guy. Probably my best. Well, there's a lot of people I love in Australia, actually. I'm actually accumulating a lot of friends in Australia. I'd love to go sometime. But anyway, he's a really good guy. Really good guy. And I've told him this to his face. I don't know why you waste your time on these new shows that you know you're going to hate. Why watch them? Now, guess what? It's his time to waste, right? And maybe in his mind, it's not wasting it. Maybe in his mind, it's not. I mean, honestly, how many people out there play board games? Not many people, according to my YouTube channel, right? You don't watch those videos as much. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. That's fine. But you're like, oh, board game videos? Skip. That's fine. But, oh, you don't waste all your time playing board games? I would. Dude, I wish I was playing board games right now. I won't lie to you. if I was playing board games, there probably wouldn't be a podcast. All right? I love playing board games, but that's how I want to utilize my time. To someone else, I go, Matt, that's a waste of time. Or reading books. I love reading books. Matt, that's a waste of time. Well, binge watching a show all day, that's how you, I think that's a waste of time. No, it's not. It's how you utilize the time how you want to. Now, if you keep complaining about something, yet you keep viewing it, I'd say don't complain anymore. Oh, well, don't worry. I bought a ticket to a different movie and then snuck into the theater and watched the right movie. Why? Why are you going through all this trouble then? I don't understand that. I just don't. I never have. But again, it is your time to do with what you want. Do with what you want. Not one iota of me groaned when Wes was going to go see it opening weekend. Or Bruce. I think Bruce saw it opening weekend too. I did not roll my eyes or go, oh, I can't believe you guys are supporting an awful DC universe. I didn't say anything. I didn't even think like that. I don't care. Did I want to go see it opening weekend? Heck no. Do I still want to see it? Probably not. But the thing is, though, I don't care that someone else wanted to see it. And if they liked it, I'm not going to get mad. Remember, I've had this conversation before when it comes to Star Wars, and I don't know if anyone should be surprised that when it comes to the culture war, my views are still the same. If you're against it, strike against it. But really go on strike. Really go on strike. I went on I think I've said people this, I love Firehouse Subs. Our Firehouse Subs, I went on strike for 2 years. Did not go there on purpose because they are, well, they say they support the local community. They do not. They do not at all. Management does not care. They do not want to support the local community. So when I found that out, I boycotted, okay? Because I was part of a local community that was trying to get word spread around. And I asked if I could put up a poster. They usually said we could, so I did. Before I even walked away, I saw someone ripping it off the window. I asked her, I said, which window? Because I don't want to put it in a window they don't want. I said, where do we put this? I said, you can put it in that window there. I said, right here is fine? I said, yes, sir. So I put it there. She didn't realize I stuck around because I was going to order a sandwich. So I ordered a sandwich and ate. I watched her then grab the poster, rip it off, tear it up, and throw it in the, not menacingly, like, I'm not going to, like, she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to have anything from the community in there. And I was like, oh, well, I'm right here. Now, what I should have done, but she went in the back, so I couldn't find her. But I was going to go up to her and say, hey, why'd you rip that poster up? I was going to call her out on it, but either she went home for the day or she was in the back, and I had to get back to work. But I was like, wow, that's rude. I'll never come back here again. So I didn't. Until I finally left the board. And even then, for good measure, boycotted for an additional year. But now I'm back. Do I eat there all the time? No, I only ate there for my birthday, and that's been it. So maybe only once I've been back. But say you're going to boycott it. If you don't like the new Star Wars and you don't watch it, don't say, I'm boycotting it. No, you're not. You're not boycotting. Boycotting is when you want to something, but you are boycotting it so you have, withstand from using that product. For instance, I'm boycotting Burger King. No, I just hate the piss out of Burger King. I think Whoppers are garbage. It's like that food that's on top of the garbage can that doesn't have any of the garbage on top of it, but you're like, oh, what's sitting on top of the garbage can? So technically it's not garbage yet, so let me eat it. That's what their burgers kind of taste like. You know, it tastes like a burger, but it's still kind of garbage. But it can't be garbage because it was sitting on top of a garbage heap. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe that's a bad analogy altogether, but Burger King's awful. So can I say I'm boycotting Burger King? No. I just say I don't like them. You know, if I like something and then I don't go, that's boycotting, which I have done before. So boycott something. Boycott it. You know, boycott Target. Please, by all means, boycott Target. I've always hated Target. I despise Target. Why? Because of their stance on how they feel during June Pride Month? No, I hate Target because they're Target. I cannot stand Target. Everyone thinks they are all bougie, and everything and stuff like that. It's cool to shop at Target. No, it's not. Target's awful. I've never once said I need to go to Target. Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. They had a board game sale once, I think, and maybe I got something from Target then. I don't like Target. But can I say I'm boycotting Target? Can I say I'm boycotting Bud Light? No, because I don't drink either. So, I mean, just boycotting. If you're really going to do something, then boycott it, and you don't like it, then don't use the product. Don't go see the movie. That's a true boycott. Don't boycott and then skirm it. Well, I didn't buy the Bud Light. My buddy did. So, you're drinking it, I don't know. Just either stop or do, but don't. I don't care. And don't try to get defensive. Well, here's the reason, Matt, that I watch the new canon stuff. I don't care. I don't care. You say, well, I hate the new canon, but I watch it so you don't have to. Okay, I'm still not going to. So it didn't matter to me. And again, it doesn't bother me. Own your game, bud. Own your game. If that's what you're going to use your time doing, then go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. In the nicest sense. In the nicest sense, I don't care. So that's kind of how I've always been. Not everyone in the world has to agree with me. And guess what? They're not always going to agree with you. In a lot of cases, that's fine. In a lot of cases, and when it comes to preferences, like what movies they like, what food, what drink, stuff like that, what their favorite color is, and to me, it's like saying, oh, you know what? I hate the color green. Anyone that wears green is a fool. So I love green. Oh, you're an idiot. Green is awful. Look what's the Grinch is green. Do you want to be like the Grinch? And honestly, that's how I feel when people talk about movies and stuff like that. You should hate this, love this, support this, not support this. I mean, it's your preference. It's your time. You do with what you want. I have my preferences too. If everyone were like me, the economy would crash, okay? There's not many businesses I would support. There's not many things I would do. Do I wish that some of these big businesses would change? Sure. And until they change, they're not getting my business, okay? I'm not going to keep my kids away from Disneyland if that's where my wife wants to go. And as long as she can afford it, I got to pay for AC units. But, that's fine. I don't hate the mouse. I don't hope he dies. But I do think Disney is just too big on themselves. And they think too much of themselves. And they're so out of touch with mainstream that's why their movies keep failing. And I'm happy for that. Because they're going to eventually have to listen to the fans instead of fan blaming, which is the coolest thing to do for the longest. You blame the fans when something doesn't go wrong. Well, guess what? Fans are fed up and they're not going to deal with it anymore. I'm happy that the box office is suffering. When I see movies bomb, most movies bomb, good. Maybe they'll make better movies. And I just don't think a lot of these movies are that good anymore. Hate to sound like an old man, but I just don't think they are. So it's hard to keep my attention for, 2 hours? And if this Flash movie is 2.5 hours, geez to frag. It'll take me a whole week. It took me a whole week to watch that stupid Snyder cut. I did. I didn't want to. Everyone goes, wasn't it better? Actually, I think the Joss Whedon cut was better because it was shorter. I think that's the reason why. There's a lot of stuff in the... Zack Snyder's a fool, man. He's only made one good movie, and that was the remake of Dawn of the Dead back in, 2002? Ever since then, he's been crap. He's been garbage. So people love the Snyder universe, but no, I've never liked it. I even like Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. Surprisingly. Liked him better than Robert Pattinson as emo Batman. That's for sure. Either way, I don't know. I just... And again, what about these channels that love doing the culture war? I'd hate to drop names, but I mean... Tim from Open Airlock Policy, Ryan, RK Outpost, huge channel. What, 200,000, 300,000 subs? I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy his channel's going, and Tim's channel's growing too. Happy for those guys. Go for it. You know what though? I'm just not going to sit there and do those videos. I can sit and watch their stuff, and I'll be honest, a lot of their stuff I do enjoy, but that's not me. I feel like, if you want to destroy something and laugh at its failure, that's fine. I guess you can. I've done it before. When when their new canon books weren't selling like the EU books, I made that big joke video that no one really liked a long time ago. I like to poke the bear. Who doesn't? But every video on that's just not me. It's not, and I'm not judging people who do it. I don't care. It's fine. Do what you want to, man. Do what you want. I'm totally fine with that. I got a little libertarian spirit in me right now. And I'm not libertarian or Republican or Democrat for that matter. But anyway, that's just what I think about the whole thing. It's kind of silly, culture war. It has a purpose, and if you feel for it, go for it. There are certain companies I do not want to support at all just because I think they bring out a crap product and they need to get better. They need to get better. I hear Disney World's just a mess. And that's from Disney World people who go all the time. Like I know one girl, she's the biggest Disney fan. She said she's not going back to Disney World anymore because it's just lost its magic. The service is down. It just is sad. She said that it's just not the same. I believe it. I believe Disney as a whole has changed for the worse. And you know what? I hope they suffer. I hope they lose hundreds of billions of dollars and then change. And when they change, I hope people support them again. I don't know. That's just me. Let me know what your thoughts are. I don't know. Culture Council? I mean, Culture Wars? Does it eat you alive at night? Or do you like to sit back and watch a episode of Australian Survivor like I am right now, and maybe read a Star Wars book every once in a while and just chilling? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.